Dream inside of the new city, and oh my god, guys, I just cannot believe how good this is turning out. This new city, right? Oh my days, this new city is just the new city, right? I'm not gonna lie, this new city is just a city and a half. Like you guys don't understand. Look at all of this. Look and memorize. Just look and memorize it all. Like I actually just cannot believe how decent this new city is actually turning out right now. Like this new city right here, right now, is just absolutely looking something upon another level. So we've got exits onto the motorway from every single junction now. So for example, if you're on this side of the motorway, you can get onto that highway. If you're on this side of the motorway, you can get onto that highway. If you're on that side of the motorway, that new one, you can get back onto this one on both sides. It's absolutely amazing. So let me explain to you guys how this actually works. Let me explain how you actually get onto these highways and stuff. So if you are coming down this highway, this lane is for the city, this lane is for Grovewood. So if you are one of them drivers who is going to Grovewood, you will be in this lane, and then hi kid, then you will obviously indicate, and you would obviously turn round here, and then you would obviously come down here. If you come in on this highway and you want to go that way, so you want to head into this direction, then you will follow this motorway, which comes to a dead end. So if you're in this lane, you can no longer go any further. You've got to go into this lane. This lane then takes you off of this motorway, which is just down there, and then it then takes you up here. It then curves round, and then you come back onto this to carry on going to other destinations. However, if you are coming on this highway but you want to go back that way, you want to go that way where we started, you would then come up here instead. So let me show you. So if you were wanting to go left on the right on the motorway, you would then come up here. It would then take you up this little hill, just like this. It'll, you'll raise up a pretty decent amount. You will then curve round, and then you will then come and drop back down, and you would then basically come back onto that highway. And if you were on this highway heading this way, and you wanted to get to that highway down there to head into the city, you would then use this exit here, or entrance, whatever you want to call it. You would then come round here, you would then curve around, and you would then hit yourself onto the other highway. Stories. What do you mean by stories? Like, do I have stories to tell? Or, do you have a story to tell? You'll have to let me know. So now we have a little farm here with a little barn and a silage tower, which looks pretty nice. The wind turbine is looking absolutely sick. Any stories? Not any recent stories, as in not anything what's happened recently, to be honest. I don't know, to be fair. I don't really have much stories to tell, apart from starting this new city. Just to state again, guys, the other city is still there. It's still in good tack. Like, I could exit this now. I could go on to that other city and build something if I wanted. I just feel there's a lot of unrealistic stuff on that city now, and I feel like I enjoy using that other city to kind of like blow stuff up in Park Drive, and just have fun on it. I don't kind of feel like I want to take that world as a serious building world where people who I don't know get kicked and people who grief get kicked. I kind of just want to have that world as a fun world. I spent a year building it, and I just got bored of it. The reason why I started this new city is because there was a lot of errors in the other city, and I got bored of it, and I kind of just kind of couldn't think of it. I didn't know what to do in it anymore. I didn't know how to carry it on. I didn't know how to build something and make it look good in there anymore. And I wanted to try and fix the errors, but I was just bored of the map. Like, sometimes I'd go in there, fly around, and I'd just think, what am I even doing on here? Like, I've just come on and I'm doing absolutely nothing other than flying about. So I've started this new city, and in my opinion it's actually looking so realistic. It's obviously kind of just countryside at the moment, but that is all going to change when we get actually into the city. So the actual city itself is going to start down here. I've actually extended the little highway coming into the city. I've extended it a ton, and I still need to extend. I still need to fill it in a bit more, just up to here. But that's not what we're going to be working on at the moment. We're going to be working back over at the farm, something what me and Ant started yesterday. It was kind of Ant's idea, but then I kind of tuned in and tuned along. And we're going to have a little river. So this, although there is sea like all the way down here, it's not supposed to be the sea yet. So the reason why I started a sea map was so I had like a really nice deep ocean, and that I could do some cool stuff with it, with the beach and stuff. So what we're actually doing is building these like countryside fields outside of the city. But sometimes in the countryside you do have a little bit of a like winding river stream. You do have something what looks pretty nice in like a countryside, to do with like streams and rivers. So what I'm basically doing is I'm basically making a little river, just a nice, little something which to look nice, and basically in other words do the job. And we're going to be kind of making this river like this, and then the actual river water is actually going to come a little bit higher. So the river water itself is probably more than likely going to sit about this high or something like that. So when you're going over the bridge, you don't look like right down as in you're on like a really high bridge. It's just supposed to be a small bridge what just sits over the river. Now in my opinion this just looks a little bit too high. I kind of feel it needs to be a little bit smaller. So that's why I'm making the water a little bit higher by just maybe putting it on here instead. And it should look pretty nice in my personal opinion, just to try and raise the water a little bit. So I do kind of have a plan for this city. Like, I'm not just building it as I go along. Like, obviously I don't know exactly everything I'm going to do in this whole entire city, but I have my sort of first ideas about how I'm gonna like enter the city, what I'm gonna have when you enter the city, and I kind of have some further ideas on what I want to put in this new city. But I think this is going to go like really, really well. Another reason why I started the Driffield map, which by the way, I'm not sure if that's going to continue anymore. I think I'm just going to put all my building progress into this so I can detail it a lot more. But I think the reason why I started the Driffield map was because I was getting bored of the other map. And not only did I feel I was getting bored of the other map, but I felt like other people were getting bored of it as well. And I kind of felt like everybody was starting their own cities and they didn't really have time to join mine anymore. And I'm not just saying that because I used to let them in to sit there and watch them build. Like, that's not the thing. But the actual point is that I liked it when we all built in the same world. And I liked it because it was big and it kept going. But I just kind of felt that other people got bored of it as well. Not necessarily just started their own cities, but like people didn't want to join as much. Like, they'd rather do other things than join. Like, I felt they got bored of it. So now, and I felt like it didn't go as realistic as it should have. after a while. It started off good, but then we got like footpath errors and road sizes not even, and like I want everything to be so thought out in this city. Not exactly even, because you can't obviously get every building even. Like sometimes in real there is like say for example, if you have a window, there sometimes is like a gap of 3 at this side of the window, and then a gap of 2 at that side of the window in real, because maybe it goes like that instantly after. So I can't get everything completely even, but I can do my best to try and make everything look a lot nicer, and try and make a lot more things even what need to be even, because we did some really nice houses in Los Ashleys, and that's going to continue because of Park Drive and all of that stuff. But you know, I think the city's pretty much big enough now to, you know, that we don't need to worry about Park Drive being not, like, the map not being too big enough for it. Park Drive's got a big enough map now to do like scenes inside of city. The only thing we can't really do is any like seaside scenes, but I'm not too fussed about that, to be fair. They can go on holiday to the seaside, like to another town. That doesn't bother me one entire little bit, so I'm not really fussed there. So that's alright. And then obviously you know, we'll just see how things go with this map. I'm not saying I won't give it up and go back to Los Ashleys, but right now I've been on it for like 4 to 5 days. I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually like, I get excited and want to come on here and build, which is something I've not had on the other city for ages. That excitement where I'm like looking forward to going on it. Like most of the time lately I just went on Los Ashleys because I didn't know what else to go on. Obviously I enjoy going on there for Park Drive, but I'm talking about building terms. I just used to go on there because I didn't know what else to do. So, you know, I think that was a sign that I was getting bored of it, but I just didn't want to say it because I know I'd put a lot of progress into this map. So, you know, personally. But yeah, it's a decent map, is this, I think. I love the highway. The highway is my favourite part so far. Like everything just looks nice, but the highway itself though, oh yes. We got a little wooden bridge to do soon as well. We're doing a bit of countryside, guys, which is just outside of the city. So we're not going to do like loads of in-depth detail of countryside. But the thing with this new city is I'm not aiming to fill the whole city around the whole entire world limit. I actually want to have the city, and then I want to have things like highways and service stations, and I want to do like some farms and countryside, and I might even want to do some small little towns on the outside, and then have this as like the main seaside town, and then make this as if it would go somewhere else. Like these highways and stuff, like they would go to other big places, but maybe not necessarily build them. But I want to do some like pretty tall mountains and some nice like countryside. I want to do a really big suspension bridge in the countryside, which goes like past a big river, and then I want that river to connect to the sea. Which would be the one in our city town. I want to do some little bridges in the city town, just going over some little lakes and stuff. I do have some plans for this city. I want to do some really nice things, and I want to get things right. I've got so much planned for this, and it's not just about you know, making the buildings look better. It's like the little details what I want to put into this city, like the speed limit signs, the traffic lights, the speed camera zones, the school zones, the one-way streets, the non-one-way streets, the mini roundabouts, the big roundabouts, the little roundabouts. You know, I want to put it all into this city and try and make it like look really cool, to the best that I can. So, you know, that's the way it's going to be. But this is certainly already starting to look a little decent. Not to where I want it to be yet, but it's definitely 100% gonna look better. And what I think I'm gonna do is do a little pillar down here into this river, because obviously you've got the land at this side, which the road is on the land, but I might put a pillar just where it goes past. Or what I might even do is make like the bridge arch for this one, so we might make like some little arches with it instead, so it has like 2 little arches at either side of the river. That could potentially be something decent-ish to do. I think that could potentially look really nice. We'll have to see what goes down, mind you, but you know, we can definitely do something to make that bridge look a lot more better, because it kind of looks a bit plain at the moment, like the rest of the highway. So, you know, we might do something to the bridge just to dress it up a little bit, make it look a little bit more nicer. And we'll see what goes down. So yeah, like I say guys, Park Drive's going nowhere. That's pretty decent. And I need to mention something in the stream for Ant Chambers. So you know, we've been doing our building the music studio series. My granddad, well, my good friend Ant, who builds on this map, has been saying, will you get your granddad in the video? Like, will I get my granddad in the video sometime? And I've been saying, oh yeah, you know, I'll try and get him in. Bearing in mind, he doesn't really know what all this recording stuff is. Bearing in mind, he's like nearly 18. He doesn't understand all this YouTube and recording things. Like, no matter how many times, like, I've been streaming up here now for like nearly 2 years. This is actually the 3rd year now, actually, when I think back, that I've been like recording videos and streaming up here on like various like Twitch and different channel accounts, and he still has no idea what I'm doing. He thinks it's all just the same carrying on. But anyway, more to the point is we were working today like out of town, quite far away, little bit of a drive, and I just recorded a little vlog as I was driving, little like just you know, just a vlog thing. You didn't see my face or anything, but you know, I just recorded a bit of the journey coming back, and it caught him in the video. So to answer Ant's question, when I upload this video, which I need to transfer it off my iPhone onto my iPad, which has the more storage, so I can actually, you know, go ahead and upload it, because my iPad lets me upload it, but my iPhone doesn't, my iPhone 4. And then there'll be a video on there with him on it, and I'll pre-warn you now, he's singing. He doesn't realise I'm recording. He thinks I'm just looking at my phone. And he starts singing one of the songs that he knows from back in the day as he's driving, and then I think, well, why not, and just join in with him a little bit, you know, just do like the last verse with him before ending the video, and then I film him at the end, and it's pretty decent. It looks pretty, it's going to be pretty good, so I think I'll put it up anyway, just for a bit of a different video, see what you guys think. And we'll see. My granddad.
Alright.
I'll put it up for a bit of a different thing. You know, why not? Little bit of fun. See what you guys think. And then I have a Building the Ultimate Studio episode to come up today. I'm actually nearly ready to record the next one. I should have uploaded one yesterday. I got it recorded, but I just forgot. I got so excited about coming and building on this new city that I didn't upload it. And I'll admit, it was the same the day before. I didn't upload the Lost on an Island. And I realised like at the last minute, like, oh my god, I never uploaded that. because I was so excited just to come on this new city and start building on it again. So I'm going to try and get some of them uploaded today. Hopefully I've got an MC to record as well. So stuff is happening, guys. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow because I'm going to be visiting my mum, but she's not in a good way at the moment. I can't go into too much detail, but she's not in the normal house that she's in. She's actually at her mum's. Now her mum's mum does have internet, so I could alternatively take my PlayStation if I really wanted to, and use like use the TV there and play for a bit. But the situation with my mum and what's happened at the moment is not in the best of abilities. So I think like I'm not going to take my PlayStation. I'll just take like a laptop and iPad, and so we can just so I can just get onto a bit of internet there. But then I will be back on Sunday. That's pretty decent. I'll be back on because I'll be then back here, and we should be good that way. It'll be a Park Drive day again. Bearing in mind Park Drive's going to get a lot better, guys. There's going to be some new storylines and some big things happening, which is going to be pretty decent. So because it's kind of quieting down a bit now after the Big 50, hasn't it? Like, it's just kind of Marcus getting his new job, and obviously there was 2 funerals, but nothing dramatic, what I mean, and things are going to get a lot more dramatic. Nothing that I can really give away too much. I can't really give anything away other than the fact that Derek and Noreen are going to get married, but I can't tell you whether they'll get married or not. Like, they're supposed to get married, but I can't tell you whether whether it actually goes to head, or whether something goes wrong, or something disturbs it, or whether they just have a really nice wedding and go on a honeymoon and happily ever after, or will something happen like to destroy it or something. That's something that you guys will I can't give away to you guys, but that there is their wedding day coming up, so you obviously know something's gonna happen, but like I say, I just can't tell you as of what and stuff like that. But all I can say is you will see some new trailers soon, which is going to hint some new stuff. It's going to give away a few little things to what could be happening, but obviously you'll have to wait for them trailers to get released, and then you can find out what they are or what they're kind of roughly going to be about. And yeah. Yes, indeed, I've just received a game alert, but I won't be joining just yet because I want to get this river nicely going.
I was hoping you would help me with a building that was in your old world.
You mean Noble City?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help you. Like when I'm.
But I don't know how it looked. I can't remember.
Wait, what building was it?
It was his second favourite building. It was the McDonald's, I think. Wasn't it?
Ah, I know what building you mean. You're on about the McDonald's one, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I like that in it, but I don't know how to build the all of it, I mean.
To be honest with you, I can't. If you go on, you can actually get pictures of it,
Where?
If you go on to community and type in Minecraft, I think it's something like Minecraft Creative Mode Creations, and way before it was Minecraft Creative Mode Creations, it was the community for Noble City. So like all the screenshots got put on there of various buildings. So you might have to scroll down quite far, but there should be a screenshot on there of the McDonald's, or if not, there'll be a screenshot of a building near it where it'll have the McDonald's in the background.
Yeah.
You might have already joined the community from like when we were building Noble City.
My communities. Nope.
Yeah, it's got a picture of when you change the world from survival to creative, like before you load
Yeah.
up the world. It's like zoomed in on that what says creative, and it's called Minecraft Creative Mode Creations.
Yep, I found it. I'm just gonna join it because why not?
I mean, I can't post in it now. Well, I can, but I can't post as the owner
Why?
because it's on my other account.
Ah.
So this time next week, guys, it'll be getting ready for Rave Night.
Even McDonald's one. But the thing is, it's in the natural texture pack, so it won't look exactly like it, which I'm sad about.
No, it won't. You're right there.
I've gone right to the start of 2016. Bloody hell.
Yeah, there won't be much in there. Then it'll be before then.
Why?
What?
Is there a bunch of tits?
No clue. Who posted it?
He's called Mad777 Max 000.
Oh, no clue.
There's my favourite building ever.
What?
You know which is my favourite building.
I've forgotten, to be fair.
It doesn't exist anymore in Los Ashley's. It used to. And I was like, oh my god, why is that not there anymore?
Oh, you mean that ice building?
Oh yes. Epic ass.
Why, can you see a picture of it, can you?
Yeah, I saw one. Here is the competition buildings.
Aye, do you remember them?
Yep. Still looks very similar to what I built now. I'm looking through. Oh my god, there it is.
What, the McDonald's?
No, there's the triangle thingy. Don't even want to name it.
Oh, I know what you mean, the Shimzu.
Don't even want to name its name anymore.
Why?
Oh, I don't
You do
want
know
to
I've started
start.
building it again, don't you?
What?
I started building it in like I had a thingy world, like a just a world for anything, and Steve's girlfriend built a gold pyramid in it, and I thought, you know what, I'll mark out like the square to show Steve what the size of the Shimzu pyramid was, and then he said, well, why don't we build the Shimzu pyramid? So I was like, yeah, we've got the base now.
What do you think you're doing?
But I haven't.
Oh my, why?
I haven't worked on it in a while. But there is the start of something there.
I've still got my. Oh my god. I remember that name.
What?
Remember when I started the Tycho City construction?
No.
That was ages ago though. I'm gonna change the name. And I'm gonna invite you to it. Marcial.
So did you not find the McDonald's then?
No. I just need some sort of cool thing. Some sort of cool, like, looking building. Game association. It's Minecraft and Minecraft only.
There we go, guys.
I will take a picture to put in the background.
Alright, here we go.
No, man. Help me. Construct the
Take this down here.
city of Marseille. I still love that name, Marseille.
Alright, we're nearly there now, guys. Hold in there. Oh, we're actually a lot nearer than I thought. There we go. Yeah. Well, we do need to carry it on at some point, but that's pretty much what it's gonna be. So the river's gonna sit in here. So I know we actually have the water, but we want to make the river a bit higher. So I don't know how easy it's gonna be. But I'm gonna try something here. Right, so we're gonna do this here.
Did you get an invite?
Yeah, I did. And then we're gonna put another thing here. Yeah, you see, it's just creating that, isn't it? Yeah, this is gonna do it. You see? Like this, look. Bring it along. The thing is we have to have a base. For now. We can always delete the base after. But we've got to have it like this for now. Otherwise, you can't. So wait 2 secs.
You haven't seen my city since, have you?
I've not seen it for a few days.
I know. You haven't seen it since the highway was put in?
I saw the corner of the highway.
Yeah, and that's it.
Right, that's going to take a bit more work than I thought. I'm going to leave the stream here anyway, guys, because I've got an MC to record. Some other bits and bobs to do. Like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you in the next... Oh yeah, it's Lost on an Island today, guys, as well.
Dun dun dun.
Also, like,
dun, dun, dun.
let me know if you enjoyed last episode, just before I go. Like, some people, like, who were in Lost on an Island said they didn't think it went as well as the episode before. I didn't think it went too bad, but, you know, you guys can give me your feedback. Good day, matey.